For our series, The Dish, we meet a Michelin-starred chef who's whipping up dishes in the most unlikeliest of places, a hospital. Northwell Health, the largest hospital system in New York State, hired Bruno Tison to reimagine its food around 6 years ago. Since then, Tison has helped transform those menus to serve gourmet, yet healthy meals to hospital patients and staff. Nancy Chen met up with Tison to find out how he's reinventing hospital food.
Food is health, and food is medicine. So that's why it's so important.
It's the best kind of medicine in some ways.
It is.
Chef Bruno Tison has spent most of his 40-year career in some of the world's best restaurants. He's picked up 3 Michelin stars along the way, serving celebrities, dignitaries, and even royalty.
What does that have in common with what you're doing now?
When you cook for royalties, it's always a pleasure to do it, but it's being perceived as it's almost normal to give them that quality of food. I can tell you it becomes very emotional when you speak with the patient and when they are so appreciative of the food that you prepare for them, because hospitals are notorious for the quality of their food.
And that's what Tison set out to change in Northwell Health's 21 hospitals after he became corporate executive chef.
When I was in the hotel restaurant industry, we used to say you don't go to sleep in a restaurant and don't go to eat in a hotel.
You definitely don't go to a hospital for good food.
That is true. What Northwell has done is an amazing challenge.
We went inside the kitchen of New York City's Lenox Hill Hospital. Around a dozen chefs work under Tison to serve nutritious food to the more than 2 million patients treated by the healthcare network each year.
Good afternoon, full service.
Patient Sue Lee says she returned to Lenox Hill for the delivery of her second baby after one thing stood out from her last stay: the food.
Is this what you expected from hospital food?
No, it's actually a lot better. And when I delivered my first son here, I still remember the food being really good. So we were actually excited to come back.
Why is it important to have such great hospitality in a hospital?
Well, it's very important because when you're in a hospital, when you're a patient, and when you are on the bed for 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, food is a very special moment. You look forward to get your meal, and the food has to be great.
Many of the dishes are seasonal, and the food is often purchased from local farmers.
I'm going to start here on my left. We have a beautiful rack of lamb with a stuffed tomato. The tomato is stuffed with a quinoa rice, a sweet potato, and some French green beans. Here we have a grilled salmon paillard with some braised fennel, scallions, and purple edible flour. Let's test the soba noodles.
All right, great.
Okay, and so you have a little plate over here, so
Yes.
you can help yourself.
So this is very healthy too.
Very healthy. And the marbled eggs that our chef makes over here. Pickled onions, I would test them. They're very, very good.
Ooh. This is very fresh. It
Thank
tastes
you.
very fresh and very clean.
The healthy hospital food is not just a luxury available for certain patients.
If I'm sitting at home and I'm hearing you talk about these wonderful dishes, I think, oh, that's for rich people. That's for people who have all these means. But this is for something that is system-wide and that you are helping so many people across the spectrum from different backgrounds.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we do have, many different programs in our hospitals where we actually recycle the food and redistribute it to the community.
Northwell's changes seem to be paying off. Northwell started in the 9th percentile nationally for quality of food. In the 5 years since Tison came on board, they've jumped to the 84th percentile. And they don't want to stop there. Northwell hopes to start a teaching facility to train chefs for hospital systems around the country.
I look forward for the challenge and the days to come because we still have a lot to do.
It really makes you rethink what a hospital is there to do.
Exactly. I mean, it's there to give you great medical, clinical care, but at the same time, food is very important for you to recover.
Now, we all know that healthy food can sometimes come at a higher price, but Northwell told us that with these changes, it has reduced waste and is buying less frozen food, as well as partnering with local farms, which keeps its costs about the same as before. And you really see the change in the hospital rooms, how the patients approach this, too.
No more Jell-O. But when I hear him speaking, though, it makes me think that just the way he speaks about food makes me think the food is going to be very good. I like him.
Yeah.
And the food is delicious.
When he said
Is
food
it?
is health.
It is.
Food is health.
She said it's
Food
delicious.
is health. Food is medicine.
It is.
It's the original medicine.
Food is love, too.
Also,
big deal.
very much so. Also, the picture looks so good, too.
It does. I'm thinking about calling my wife. Hey, honey, you hungry? I'm thinking about stopping by the hospital and picking up a little something.
They have that salmon. Bring up some salmon.
good
Very sorry
place
about
for
your
a
injury,
date.
but flowers on the way.